What's up guys, Alexis here, and in today's video I'm gonna teach you on how to get your student visa so that you can study here in Australia. I'll be showing you a step-by-step guide, the whole process on how to do it. So please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button below, as well as the notification bell. That would really help my channel. So let's go on to the video. Step 1. First of all, you need to get a passport. This will be the most important document when going overseas. Did you know I've tried buying alcohol here and they won't accept my overseas driver's license as proof of age? So I have to show them my passport. I've always had a passport because my family love traveling overseas almost twice a year. I don't know the process of getting a passport in your country, but I'm sure you can just Google it and find the information in government websites. So for step 2 is the English test, PTE or IELTS. I took the PTE and I prefer the PTE because you'll get the results much faster. You only need to spend 1 day and it's all computerized, while in IELTS, I think you need to spend 2 to 3 days. So you have to schedule a face-to-face interview with someone who will judge how well you speak English. And the test is also handwritten in IELTS, while it's computerized in PTE. Another thing is you'll get the results a bit later because since the test is handwritten and the person who will grade your English speaking skills will be a human, so it will take some time compared to the PTE. So once you do decide to use the PTE instead of the IELTS, I would recommend binging on the YouTube channel E2PTA Academic. That's what I did. And they provide free and very detailed lessons on how to pass your PTE. Remember, Filipinos and my other Asian friends who have been colonized by the United States, American English and Australian English is different. The way they pronounce things are different. You'll need Aussie English to pass. So for step 3, choose your course. You can study TAFE, vocational, English courses, bachelor's, master's, doctorates. What I did was take my master's in business management, major in marketing, because back in the Philippines, I graduated my bachelor's in marketing management in San Beda University. So it's best to pick a course that will build on your field, because that will give more justification to immigration that you are not going to Australia with the intent to become a permanent resident. The real intent is to study, then go back to your home country. So for step number 4, choose your university. 7 Australian universities are among the world's top 100 in the QS World University Rankings. Among these are the Australian National University, University of Melbourne, University of Sydney, University of New South Wales, University of Queensland, University of Western Australia, and finally, Monash University. I personally studied in Central Queensland University in the Melbourne campus because they're affordable and have good statistics on the hiring rate of students after graduation. So step number 5, choose the city. Livability, transport, weather, events, and culture. Melbourne has been given the title as most livable city in the world 7 years in a row, just before Vienna took the top spot in 2019. Now, the top 3 most livable cities in the world, according to the Global Livability Index of 2019, are number 1, Vienna, Austria, number 2, Melbourne, Australia, number 3, Sydney, Australia, and coming up at number 10 is Adelaide, Australia. My personal experience has only been with Melbourne. I love it here, where the trams are free if you travel within the CBD. A lot of universities are here. It's very diverse. And I hear 45 different languages in 1 day. The food is amazing. And the social life is super fun. I have been to Sydney and I love the vibe where it's very fast paced and everything's so much bigger, like the skyscrapers, the roads, the crowds of people. And I've also visited Adelaide last Christmas vacation. It's a nice, quiet city. It's not too big, it's not too small. It's diverse and has cheaper living costs than Melbourne and Sydney. There's also Brisbane, Perth, Hobart, Tasmania, and many other places you can research that will fit your preferred lifestyle. So next up is purpose. Step number 6, your application requirements. So you have two options. Either you do it yourself or you do it through an agency. I used an agency. There were no service fees because I think they get commission from the universities. You had to submit the required documents and create a letter stating your purpose of studying abroad. Then there is the GTE, or the Genuine Temporary Entrant Requirement. For the GTE, you will need to create a statement of purpose, or SOP, wherein you clearly write down your intentions of studying in Australia. You should indicate that you are coming to Australia temporarily to gain a quality education, not to get a permanent residency. Also, you need to provide a proof of funds that you can afford to study and live in Australia. So for step number 7, offer letter. After sending in your requirements, the university will send you an offer letter. Step number 8, pay your tuition fee. Basically, you just need to pay your university's first term fees. Back then, I just did wire transfer. Make sure you got the right details from the university. I think there are also many other ways on how you can pay them. You can also pay them via card and all this other stuff. Step number 9, health insurance. Get an overseas student health insurance, or an OSHC, from a global insurance provider. I got Alliance Global. Some of my friends got Bupa. There are many to choose from. Make sure you do the right research. I'm pretty happy with Alliance with their OSHC package, because I managed to get my blood tests and glucose tests, all those other stuff for free. Like, it's paid for by my insurance and overseas student health insurance. So yeah, make sure you check that out. You do the right research. So step number 10, receive the confirmation of enrollment, or COE. It will state everything about your course when you are starting and finishing, and the course total fees. Step number 11, medical examination. Get your HAP ID and go for a medical examination in a hospital or clinic that is registered in the Australian Embassy. And finally, in our final step, step number 12, apply for your student visa. For this final step, you will need to pay for your student visa application, and you need to send your complete documents, which are the GTE, the COE, your English scores, your SOP, your medical test results, and a copy of your passport, and whatever other documents that your government might require from you, or the Australian Embassy. And that wraps up this video on how to get your student visa so that you can study here in Australia. I hope this has helped you in any way. If you have any constructive criticisms on how I make my videos, I welcome them. Please just post them in the comment below. If you have any more questions as well, just post them in the comment below. I'll make sure to reply to every single one of them. And as always, please don't forget to like and subscribe below, and don't forget to hit the notification bell as well so that you get notified for other information like this. I will always tackle and focus on topics about business, marketing, and life as an international student here in Australia. So yeah, that's it. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye, high five.